Okay, so this is kind of not Bible related. It's really windy outside and my window's open. So this video is kind of not Bible related, and it wasn't planned either. I was just kind of like feeling away and I decided to vocalize it. Okay, if you're not feeling confident in yourself, pick something. I feel like everybody, okay, hold on. Backtrack. I feel like everybody should look at themselves and appreciate the way God created them to be. I feel like I talk about this a lot, probably not online, but my cousin taught me a long time ago. If you don't like how you look, if you're insecure, pick something, look in a mirror, pick something about yourself that you like. Even if there's nothing that you like, pick the thing that you dislike the least. And then tell yourself that you like that. And continue to tell yourself that you like that thing about yourself until eventually you do. And I'm talking physical aspects, right? Because physical aspects you can't change. Personality-wise, you can change things, right? So if you don't like how aggressive you are, you can tone that back. You can work on that. Physical traits, because it feels like insecurity and vanity rules the world right now. Like, you don't want to be that person that's all about themselves. But you also don't want to be that person that absolutely hates what they look like, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You're a beautiful creation. Like, the same God who looked at the stars and was like, I'm going to throw those in the sky. I'm going to turn this sky's this color when the sun goes up and down. Like, he created that. What makes you think that you're any less beautiful? But the thing is, you can't see yourself the way other people see you. Other people can see you in a beautiful way. Okay, and I'm talking about the people who actually, like, see you. Like, those moments when you laugh about something. Like when you're genuine. Like, a butterfly can't see its own wings, but other people can, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're an amazing, beautiful creation from God. And if you can't see that, you need to tell yourself. You need to convince yourself, because your brain has so much power. Your brain has so much power. And if you're sitting there degrading yourself, talking bad about yourself, or like pointing out things about yourself that you don't like, your brain it's gonna continue to beat you up, and you're gonna hate yourself. So instead, you gotta turn that around, show yourself some love. Okay, not in a bad way. In a God created me this way. I'm going to learn to see myself and admire what God created. You get what I'm saying? Not in a conceited way. I just need to, I want to make sure I'm saying this, because I'm not full of myself, but I have gotten to the point where I look in the mirror and I like the way I look. I think I'm beautiful. I think the way God created me was amazing, and I'm thankful for it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to walk around like, I'm Matt in a bag of chips. Like, look at me, get on your knees. Like, no. No. But I look at myself and I'm like, I am a work of art created by my creator. He put me here for a reason. Everything he did to me was intentional. And I'm going to love and admire that. And I'm going to take care of myself. Now, yes, everybody's going to have moments where they're like, oh, I don't feel good today. I don't look good today. But you have to, keep reminding yourself that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a beautiful creation. You get what I'm saying? What made me think of this was I was looking, because I switched my earrings. And I was looking at my ears, and I was like, God gave me really cute ears. I like my ears, and I feel like that's such a weird thing to think, right? And same thing with my hands, right? I used to hate my hands for some reason, and then I just, convinced myself that I love them, and now I think I have really cute hands. And I think saying it out loud sounds so silly, but it's it's true. You have to love who you are on the outside. You have to love yourself on the inside and the outside. You get what I'm saying? Everybody has their flaws on the inside and the outside. When we work on those flaws, but the flaws on the outside aren't flaws, because God makes no mistakes. So, and those flaws on the inside, they need to be worked on. Like, if you're too prideful, if you're selfish, if you're prone to lashing out, like, those things can be worked on. But on the outside, those flaws don't need to be eliminated. Those flaws need to be appreciated. Do you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, that's my thing, because at 18 years old, I hated how I looked. I'm now 25 years old. I just flicked myself in the face with this string. I'm now 25 years old, and I genuinely find myself beautiful, and I am genuinely thankful for who I am. Visually and personality-wise. And I just want other people to get there too, because it's not a fun thing to be insecure. And I don't think people should feel that way. You shouldn't walk around and like be scared of things that other people might think, which they're not thinking, because nobody looks at you the way that you look at you. You look at yourself and you tear yourself apart. People don't do that unless they're also miserable. But that in itself, they're miserable, so they're trying to make themselves feel better by, the point is, it's not about you. You get what I'm saying? They're trying to make themselves feel better by being mean to somebody else, or like tearing that person apart. But those people, you shouldn't take their opinions as fact. Or, yeah, you shouldn't take their opinions as fact, because they're only doing that to make themselves feel better, because they themselves are suffering. Or they're just horrible people. But that can be worked on. Pray for them. Anyway, the point being, learn to love yourself on the outside. Be more confident. Fake it till you make it, if you have to. Because you have to. This is the body you were given. Okay? The way you were born is exactly the way that God created you to look. You don't need to change yourself on the outside. We're all a little messed up on the inside. We do need to change. This has just been a really long rant. I hope that you got something out of it. And if I said anything that just didn't seem right, or if you have an opinion about it, nicely present it in the comments. And then I'll try to clear it up, because I feel like this was a word salad, and if you don't like tomatoes, by all means, remove the tomatoes. You know what I mean? Do I know what I mean? It's possible. Anyway, I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Stop talking bad about yourself.